Have you ever wanted to escape the responsibilities of the human experience? Come on this journey to hear the tale of a young woman who was granted this escape to leave her troubles behind. It was a day like any other. Marialena was getting ready to clock out and meet up with some friends for lunch. Lunch was her favorite part of the day because it was a chance to escape the office for an hour. But today her worries followed her. Bills, deadlines, and a leaky faucet filled her thoughts. Being an adult was exhausting. Everything okay, Maria? Her friend Sarah noticed her gloomy expression. Marialena sighed. Just the usual stress. Sometimes I wish I could swim away from it all. Little did she know how prophetic her words were. Their usual lunch spot was unusually crowded. They managed to snag a table and were soon greeted by a new waitress. She had an air of mystery. Her eyes sparkled like the sea after a storm. The waitress, with a knowing smile, served them their salads. Marialena's salad had a peculiar addition, a single, luminous blue flower nestled among the lettuce. It seemed to pulse with an inner light. What is this? Marialena pointed at the flower, her curiosity piqued. The waitress's smile widened. A little something to make your wishes come true? I suggest you eat it quickly. And with that, she vanished into the lunchtime rush. Sarah, ever the adventurous one, urged Marialena to try it. Marialena hesitated. The flower emitted a soft, alluring hum, beckoning her. With a shrug and a silent wish for a stress-free life, Marialena popped the flower into her mouth. It tasted faintly of salt and the sea. After lunch, Marialena returned to her apartment and took a needed nap. But when she woke up, she was no longer in her bed in her apartment. She was now laying on a bed of sand surrounded by dark water. Am I dreaming? She thought to herself. Panic welled up as she looked down and saw a shimmering turquoise tail where her legs should be. This can't be happening, she gasped. She panicked and frantically swam to the very top of the ocean's surface. Memories of the glowing flower, the strange waitress, and her wish to swim away from her problems flooded her mind. The impossible had become her reality. She was a mermaid. The initial shock gave way to a wave of terror. How could she live like this? What about her job, her apartment, her life? She swam to shore where not a person or city light was in sight. This was no dream. Marialena was now a mermaid. She marveled at her tail and her webbed fingers. With tears streaming down her face, she knew her life would never be the same. Driven by instinct, Marialena slipped back into the ocean. The salty water embraced her, calming the storm within. As she swam, her fear began to recede. She let the waves carry her further out, and as she was carried away, she looked up at the night sky full of stars. The underwater world unfolded before her like a never-ending dream. Coral reefs teemed with life, fish painted in every color imaginable, graceful sea turtles gliding through the water, and playful dolphins dancing in the currents. Marialena had never felt so alive, so free. One afternoon, a pod of dolphins surrounded her. They swam alongside her, their sleek bodies moving with effortless grace. They chirped and whistled, their joyful sounds reverberating through the water. Marialena, for the first time since her transformation, felt a sense of belonging. Marialena's life on land faded into a distant memory. She had adapted to her new life, embracing the rhythm of the ocean. She could breathe effortlessly underwater. Her senses were heightened, and she could communicate with the sea creatures. One day, while exploring a sunken shipwreck, she stumbled upon a sight that took her breath away. There, amidst the barnacles and coral, grew another luminous blue flower, identical to the one that had changed her life. It pulsed with the same ethereal glow, tempting her with its magic. The sight of the flower ignited a spark of longing within her. Could this be her ticket back to her old life? She had grown accustomed to her mermaid existence, but the human world, with all its complexities and connections, tugged at her heart. Marialena plucked the flower, its familiar hum vibrating in her hand. She could almost taste the salty air, feel the sun on her skin. She missed her family, her friends, the comforting routines of her old life. But as she gazed out at the endless expanse of the ocean, she realized something profound. The ocean wasn't just her home now. It was a part of her. It had accepted her, embraced her, and healed her. The stress and anxiety that had plagued her on land were replaced by a deep sense of peace and belonging. Here, in the heart of the ocean, she had found something truly special. Marialena smiled, a wave of gratitude washing over her. She released the flower, letting it drift away on the current. It was time to stop running from her problems and embrace the unexpected and magical turn life had given her. She was Marialena, the mermaid, and she wouldn't have it any other way. Her life as a mermaid wasn't an escape, it was a transformation. She had found her true home, her true self, in the most unlikely of places.